Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of I Am Panther Presents. Today, we got Chris and Kim and Stacy, and we shall discuss Gangs of London. We got season 2. We got episode 4, the counterattack, if you will. We got a lot of things happening. So, what happened? Let's start with somebody. Oh, all three of y'all saw the whole season. All right, okay. So we'll start with Kim, since she don't know everything. So, like me, Kim, what did you think of this episode?
I enjoyed it. I'm probably going to enjoy every single episode because I just love this show. Really, I do. It's like really well made. The action scenes are phenomenal. The way everything's choreographed, I just love it. Ed got 9 lives, I tell you. Ed is always living. Like, I thought for sure he was going to pass on this one, right? I was like, Shannon's going to have to revenge his death, even though she's mad at him. But, it's still her dad. No. Twice he almost died. Twice he survived. I was like, okay, you go, boy. Luhan, too. Luhan is always surviving, which I like that character. I love the love that he has for his family. It touches my heart. Yeah, I need, what's his name? Koba.
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to die. I want Sean to, start just slicing his skin first. Seriously, I want him to be tortured first, then killed.
But shouldn't that be Luhan then? I mean,
Luhan could be there with Sean. He could be there with Sean. I'd say because the problem is that Koba, I know he was hired by Asif, right?
Yes.
Asif, I need him to be hung so that his eyes actually pop out, right? Yeah, because he's a horrible person too. So yeah, but I need Copa because he's just ruthless and just demonic. Like, he has no feelings. And he is right, though. And one thing he said was, in this world that we live in and the things that we do, we shouldn't have people that are so close to us that we're risking their lives too. And I get that, but everybody has a family. Everybody. Like, he can. Well, I mean,
has they Cersei killed all his family? So,
Well, he's a demon. He's a demon. I'm sorry. I hate him. I can't stand him. Anyway, I enjoyed the episode. I need Shannon and Elliot to just jump off of a roof. Just go ahead. Do what you got to do. Danny will be fine with Ed. I think Danny will be fine with Ed. Hopefully Ed will stop the business if he has to take care of Ed. Take care of Danny. I'm hoping, because if he loses a daughter, he already lost a son. Maybe something will click. I need to retire, right? But I think Marianne's gonna take care of him, unfortunately.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, we still got to settle up with the fact that you shot my mama and left her to die. And I was like, we need to get back to that storyline. So I actually thought it was her, so because I couldn't tell white women apart. I actually thought it was her in the casket, and it was like Marion, like her backstory, how she got out of being shot or something. And I was like, oh no, that's old boy's wife. I was like, oh, never mind. I was like,
it was kind of weird the way she was around Floriana's body, she cared, and I was like, this bitch was sleeping with your husband, and she had a kid. Like, why do you care about her? And she seemed to care about her.
Well, she's trying to get that fingerprint. Plot convenience. I thought they're gonna put the phone up to her face, because that's the new shit these days. Is the face recognition. But that's how you get access to 500 million pounds. Disney has a lot of Wakanda merch. Made me think of you. That was Adrian, my friend. She's in Disney World. I got sidetracked. Anything else?
No. We'll go on and talk about other stuff later. But I really enjoyed it. I did.
Let's go to Stacy. What you got?
I said before, I'm gonna say it again. Ed needs to lose weight. He's like one of those wibble wobble. Like, you just push him down. That's it. He can't get up. He just down there, just like, bruh.
He's like an Oompa Loompa, but tall.
Tall?
He's not tall. He's not.
I was about to say, who he talking about tall?
Taller than an Oompa Loompa. Like, legit.
Oh, you mean taller? Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I was just like, bruh.
When he fell down, he was like, I'm falling and I can't get up. He's like, help me.
Just, why? Like, how do you make it this far in life? If somebody just have to tip you over. Just
His best gang fighting days are behind him. Like we need to accept that. At some point he had the stuff, but not these days.
maybe. I'm still trying to wrap my head around Billy's disdain for his mother.
Yeah, it's deep.
Like, did season 1, did I miss something? Did they have like some type of beef? Like, did she do something? I never.
That's what
remember.
I didn't get that either. I don't understand because the daughter has it too.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
for real.
Wait, was what is this you're asking? I'm sorry.
You know how Billy was like, because he gave the baby away. He's like, I'm saving her for you. And he's telling the side chick, oh, she's going to screw you over. And, acting like his mother is like
The devil.
going to screw them over, which I can see her screwing the baby mama over at some point, particularly to save her kids. But everything she's done for the boys. Like,
Well, I mean, if don't forget the first season, she, in order to get revenge off of that female assassin who she locked in that basement, when she threatened Billy, rather than just drop the gun, she just said, "Oh, I'll just shoot through his neck." Like, even though Sean was like, "Yo, drop the gun, mom, drop the gun," and she's like, "F it, I need revenge, even if it means shooting my own son." So
I don't think she
There was-
shot Billy.
there was that. She shot her own son in the neck just for revenge. Like,
Wow.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I forgot about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that make me hate my mom for sure. Well, at least dislike her a lot.
But I mean, this seems like deep rooted, like something like she had a history of shitting on him. So I'm like, I'm not, like I said, we're not seeing that or something. Like I'm not like she favored Sean over Billy all these years or something like
I'm
that.
sure they did because Billy was a crackhead. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's the only one that had the killer instinct.
Yeah,
as
and
we
not
saw
to
back
mention,
in the day.
wasn't it her, or is it she picked the guy out as far as the guy that was in the bar, as far as the head that was in the bucket, the one that we like everyone the two boys originally thought was like, oh, like a competitor or someone who opposed the Flynn family. Turns out he's like, oh, ask mom who he really was, and then that's where we
shouldn't
realized,
they be
yo,
mad at the daddy
his
too?
mother was a mastermind and didn't even realize it. You know what I mean? Everyone just thought it was the dad, but it was like both of them were like kind of somewhere on the same level.
So he should be mad at both of them. Like, it just seems like he just don't like his mother. I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway, how much money does this little organization need to go to war? Because it seems like 500 million might be enough,
Yeah. You
You
got
talking
it.
about dealing with them and the investors? You might need a little bit more than
They
that.
ain't dealing with investors.
No,
They're
I'm just
dealing with
saying,
that
like,
little
if
crew with their guns trying to send money to
yeah,
Turkey or
but
whatever the hell
I mean,
they're
it seems like every episode, like the investors are always trying to get involved somehow. So it's like my thing is, I would imagine like
The investors
you would
doesn't
also
even
be
know
like,
Sean is still alive. Does it do that at this point?
No.
no, just the special officers, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't.
But I mean, so and it looked like they almost took down the whole organization with the guns that they already got from Miriam. So I'm like, I mean, and it was just one organization. Like it wasn't like they got together other factions. It was like the Albanians or whatever, like them by themselves took down the Chinatown, fucking everybody else. I was like, damn, like
And all the little DoorDash drug kids, why they had to die? They were just little street kids.
that's what I didn't understand. How did all of them get in the same location? Did they like send the text and
I guess they
ordered?
ordered drugs to the same address. So all the little DoorDashers came to the same apartment to deliver drugs.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, did you get a delivery? I get a delivery here.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was like, how the fuck did they all like this are these runners for all the crews?
I guess so.
Like that's how I took it. I was like, damn, that's a lot of orders. I was like, I don't know.
Doing better than course correct.
Come on, Power, get your shit together. Anyway, so I was definitely, I thought that was pretty cool. I watched it twice. I couldn't figure out how they got them all organized there at that moment, and I was like, what was happening? They should have established that up front. That would have been hilarious. I would have been like, this is where 50 got it.
Just
Or
kept looking at the little
the
case or
GPS
whatever.
thing. The GPS thing to get
No,
him there.
the delivery box, and the guy was like, "Oh, it's just like delivering pizza. You'll
But
be
it's
fine."
drugs.
Yeah,
That's true. Maybe okay. Maybe it's the VIP the section of DoorDash. But
that's what Tommy and Ducks were doing season 1.
true with the with the door service.
So they didn't have to though. I don't think.
No, it was all text messages at that point. Anything else?
Not yet. It'll come up.
All right, Chris. What are your thoughts?
I love that Shannon kills one person in season 1, the cop, and then now all of a sudden she's like this hitman for hire now. Like it's like she's like, Elliot, what you doing here? I thought I was like watching like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm like, what? It's like, what are you doing here? What you doing here?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
I mean, Elliot kind of makes sense. Obviously, he got law enforcement background and all that other stuff, but like Shannon was just kind of just threw me off. It just threw me off. But whatever. I'm in it, I guess. So but no, it was a good episode. Like yeah, I would say Luan, I think is that how you pronounce it? Luan is probably my one of my favorite characters. Him and Leao.
Lolly.
You know, so anytime
you gotta put some respect on her name.
Huh?
Lolly, like lollipop, Lolly,
or like Lala, like from Teletubbies. Who I'm seeing all these RPs.
I didn't watch Teletubbies.
You see that on Facebook? It's all on social media. I don't get it. Everyone's having a memorial for Lala from Teletubbies. They apparently it's a thing. I don't know. Social media is weird. Anyway,
did she die?
Apparently, like the Lala, the character. I don't know. Social media. I saw the first 4 posts and I was like, yeah, I'm done with the internet today. But it wasn't even like it was a character. I mean, it was just the character itself, the yellow thing, and people were just laughing. I was like, all right. Anyway, back to Gangs of London,
please.
Yeah. So no. Every time they show any action scenes with him, whether he's fighting off the freaking like Nigerians, or in this case, like him trying to get to his wife, you know, with the help of Ed. Yeah, you know, he's a survivor, and you're right, Kim. I love the fact how much he loves his family. You know what I mean? So that's that's pretty cool. So yeah, overall, a really good episode. I'm just trying to think of what else happened in just episode 4. Yeah, Sean and Marianne. This is their relationship has always, I felt, kind of sour. You know what I mean? We kind of saw that in season 1 a little bit. But yeah, I did think that was. I mean, I thought Billy kind of showed growth in the sense of just getting rid of the baby, kind of knowing like, yo, you don't like this baby needs to stay far away from us. So
I think he was protecting Sean.
You know,
I think he was protecting Sean. She was gonna grow up and find out that he killed her mama, and then he's gonna shoot her in the face.
Yeah.
At least the Marie.
Oh, yeah. You know, that's good. Yeah, I was about to say, you know what? Let me get rid of this baby before he grows up and finds out. No, yeah. So yeah. Overall, really good episode. Other than just the Shannon being this assassin now, all of a sudden, that's it.
So with Luan, I mean, definitely my all our favorite character. I was like, this man cannot be stopped.
Luan was my favorite character.
Huh?
I never said he was my favorite character.
All right, he's my favorite character. I ain't got time. Look, so I mean, he's my favorite character. He keeps on going.
Hey, who's your favorite character?
Who is
Sean? Sean.
Mine is Sean for sure. Sean.
Luan keeps it.
Because you
no, Luan is second. I love Luan. Yes, but with Sean, got a special place in my heart.
Kim got something about
how did his eye get fixed?
Huh?
It looks like he had a good eye now.
Who got a good eye?
Sean.
Sean always had good eyes.
What you mean a good eye?
He
I
got
mean,
shot
he
in
had
the face, remember?
Yeah, his eyes was fucked up. Like his eye was fucked up. Like last episode, it was like glassy or something. And then
He's
like
Oh,
healing.
he was
He's
getting
still
beat. He
healing.
was getting his ass beat too.
Yeah.
Remember when they got him? Like they were beating his ass.
it looked like glass eye to me. But all right. Anyway,
No, I
No,
didn't
there was
see
no
glass
last
eye.
side. It was his cheek. It was just.
Yeah.
It was.
It was his cheek, but he is like kind of still, healing, even
All
though
right.
it's scabbed over. Yeah.
all right. I thought that. Anyway, the one it did make sense that not once but twice he goes to save his wife by himself. Like you just know, like gangsters just put your wife in the ground. You don't bring anybody. Like
He's
you like
desperate.
He can't trust nobody.
And he's desperate. I mean, yeah, exactly. Because remember his driver?
His homeboy sold him out.
Yeah.
one dude. He had a crew. Like I
But
mean,
didn't a lot of them get murdered during the initial?
Yeah, I'm about to say a good bit of them. Like I'm about to say a good quarter of them are dead now.
They did. Yeah.
So like
That
he
shootout
needs to
was
be careful
massive.
who he brings with him because he ain't
I
got
need-
that much left.
Yeah.
after
That's
he
right.
got-
And remember, he wanted Ed to be released, right? He asked the guy, get
His fat
Ed.
ass couldn't get up. Like, come on, Ed. Oh
Yeah.
no,
No, Ed was
I
doing
can't get
it.
up.
Ed was like,
I can't get up.
he was like, I can't. Then I thought
I
Sean.
can't. Wait a minute. I can't.
Yeah,
I was waiting for them to be like Danny Glover, be like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
this shit. He really should have said that, and it actually would have been.
Yeah, it would have been true.
After the first time he got betrayed and all that shit went down, I'm like, why are you going by yourself? Like you gotta have at least somebody else you can be like, hey, I need to make sure my wife actually comes out of this ground this time.
But I think that at a certain point, what we're seeing happening to him, he loves his family so much that he's blinded by it, right? So he doesn't care. He's just like, I need to get to her, right? He doesn't care. If he dies, he dies, but he needs to get to her. That's what I saw.
It looked more dramatic, and I get
Yes,
that. I get that, but like realistically, you would be like, "Hey, man, thanks for saving me. Come bring the crew and help me get my wife."
Oh, but that's why we watch movies, because it's unrealistic.
I was like, "This don't like, come on, bro. Like, you just got your ass whooped." Like,
I was about to say, but David, it would be a horrible movie or TV show in this case because he would Raj crew and there would be like over in 2 seconds in the sense of people just get shot and then
we
that's
gotta
it.
see the
It'd
dramatic
be the
effect.
fastest episode ever.
Yeah.
All right. We need this. We need him to go alone.
to go.
Like,
Just
all right,
like, just like that
I'm looking at it for
moment.
rational. You're looking at it for rational sake. Why?
I
Like we're
mean,
trying to get
this-
entertained here.
This man's supposed to have a little bit of sense. I mean, anyway,
No, but that's what they're trying to show. He does not have any sense. He's blinded. And also, I like the scene when he at the end when he picked her up out of it and he didn't think she was breathing, and then he was like, "Woo, woo, woo," and then she started breathing.
Yeah.
I thought that was just wonderful. Like
it was.
wonderful.
I'm not taking none of this had to change. Just bring
That
a couple dudes to secure the area while you're digging by yourself. Like I can
Okay,
understand him. Like I'm doing it myself. I'll
First
dig.
of all, he brought Ed the first time. Like
Yes.
Ed is no. You gonna
So-
hand him a shovel like Ed about to sit there and shovel with him. No,
And then
Ed
he
stood
gave
there
Ed the
with the
actual-
shovel looking at
Yes.
him like,
He gave Ed the shovel and took the pick. I'm like, you used the shovel. Like I'm
Right.
like, this even that don't make no damn sense. I'm like, what? But anyway.
Shovels have a little bit more weight. You know what I mean? Like trying to swing it. You know what I mean? With,
but a
with, like,
pickaxe, he could have stabbed through the daggone box.
Also true. He could
Like,
have
bam, because he could have stabbed
You
this
know-
right to death.
You didn't know how deep it was. Anyway. Well, let's. I'm
yo, can did you think so? No joke. When he was like kind of screaming in her face and she woke up,
Yeah.
I was definitely getting some Iron Man and Hulk vibes in the Avengers at the end of the Avengers. When like Iron Man was like kind of dead, he fell from space. And he's just like,
Okay.
And then
okay.
Hulk is just like, he's like, "Ugh."
Oh.
thinking that. I was
Oh,
thinking
okay,
that.
that's good. I was actually thinking about when Rhodey hit the ground and like and Tony was holding him and he was like, "Are you okay?" So I
Come on, my black friend.
but I thought that was cool. Again, how is it? Yes, Sharon. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I thought I was the only one who saw. I was like, this looks like Mr. and Mrs. Smith right here. But how is it? Neither one of these people have said, "You killed my partner." Like this woman shot your handler / friend a couple of times, and we're not even going to discuss this. Like that's the thing. Like you betrayed me. You had a cop come to my house and you shot that bitch. You shot my friend. Like something. Just to Why did you do it? Give me something. Because she didn't have to do it. Her and Danny easily could have gotten in the car and just fucking left. But she said, I'm gonna shoot this bitch twice. And this has not been discussed. I was just like, this is weird. And then now they're trying to fuck in the car. I'm like, we don't need this love
That whole
tension.
conversation pissed me off because she was acting like he just forced her into this relationship, forced himself on her kid. When the whole time she was like, you want some vagina? Here. You want some kid? You want a kid? Here. Like, you didn't even take the time to get to know this man at all. Your daddy was like, stay the fuck away from him. Leave my daughter alone. But no, you wanted to be just legs open to this man. And now you mad because he's not what you thought he would have been.
Exactly.
I thought
it took her 3 to 5 minutes to shove Danny in this woman's face. I mean, this man's face. And then her vagina was like 6. Minute 6.
You know what?
See? I'm married. And she was like, oh, okay, well.
See, Kevin Samuels was right.
Like,
it was.
You know what? We are not talking about that man. No.
It was too
Kevin
much.
Samuels. It's
Kevin
too
Samuels
much.
is it.
No.
What happened?
No. What were you saying? Sorry, go.
Okay.
We're not going to talk ill of the dead, okay? Because he is dead.
But that's the time you talk
I
about.
wasn't speaking ill either. I said he was right.
He said Kevin Samuels was right. I'm assuming related to single mothers. I'm thinking we're talking about I'm trying to figure out.
Talking about how like single mothers sometimes would just be pushing kids into the new man in their life. So
for the record, I didn't do that.
You are good in an exception because I
did not. No, but I didn't do that because my kids were more important than having a relationship with a man.
I wish more women thought like you. I wish more thought like you.
It took me 6 months for my kids to meet a boyfriend that I had after I had a divorce. 6 months.
No joke. They need to put you on CNN and like because no joke.
I have a lot of friends who do the same thing. No.
When I was dating, I had one girl just waited until close to 5 months to finally tell me she had kids. And then at that point, she's like, oh, I want you to meet. He's like, oh yeah, this is Chris. And I'm like, wow, really? And then it happened again, but just much earlier. So I mean, shout out to you. Shout out.
Who's picking these women though?
I'm also saying you're also from a different generation.
Yes, I am. More people did that is too. True. That's true. I am from a different generation. I have both parents in my household. So most of my family, they're all married and stuff like that. So you grow up with different morals and stuff like that. So
before the IG and TikTok bullshit. Sorry guys if y'all using TikTok and IG. Sorry.
We get back to gangs of lean.
Yes, please.
Turn into a manosphere talk show.
Anyway, I just want to get rid of Shannon. And now, don't get me wrong. I love Danny. I think he's a cute kid and all that.
That dude is a serial killer in waiting.
He is, absolutely. Because he was so calm. Stacey, remember when all the shootings was happening and Marianne was like moving him around the house trying to block his. I was like, he's seen everything that you blocked, that you thought you blocked, right? He knows. He listens. Kids listen. I don't know why parents always like, oh, he's in the next room. Kids listen to everything you're doing. So that boy knows so much. And I think if it ever comes back, 10 years, we're going to make a new Gangs of London. He's going to be in Ed's position. Absolutely. For sure. He's going to be in Ed's position. And guess what? That baby's coming back too.
That baby?
She's going to be 20 instead of 10.
I want to find the one that killed my mother.
Yes. Yep. And Marianne's going to be long dead.
Yeah. And then Marianne's grandson, basically her daughter's kid, is now going to be like, hey, growing up, they called me the shit maker. But whatever. I mean, I moved on since then.
Billy send the baby to the sister instead of leaving it at the convent or at the church?
You don't even talk to said priest. You just drop a baby off with a stack of money and assume that this priest is not just going to take the money and leave the baby.
What else do you think someone like him would do?
Like a child molester?
He's a drug addict, right? Like what else you think he would be like he said, hey, let me put in a news ad to see if someone wants to adopt this kid. He ain't going to do that. This dude is trying to quickly get rid of this kid and also felt bad and was like, yo, I feel bad for this kid, but same time I need to hurry up and get rid of this dude.
He could have talked to the priest and been like, "Hey, you take your
Yeah,
child." Just acknowledge that the priest is there.
Yeah, but a lot of people, that's a safe place. You can take a child to a fire department, police station, or a church, and you will not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. You will not get in trouble.
I would have, if that happened to me and the church was nearby, I would have probably dumped the kid off at the church as well.
You
Because
can,
of what I saw
you can do that with no repercussions.
Yep.
Even if you talk to the priest, there's no repercussion. You can always drop a kid off there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would have made
I would prefer to.
It would have made it more of a sympathetic moment, at least, or at least
He's not really doing it for sympathy. He's doing it because, think about it. He's been taking care of that baby since before, even when Floriana was alive, he was like picking up the baby and doing stuff. He don't want to take care of the baby anymore. He wanted to be in action with Sean.
He did that to piss off his mother.
Well, yeah, that could be too.
That could be part of it too.
Yeah. But he
Which
was
I
the
don't
baby.
understand why she took such a liking to that baby anyway.
I don't know. I don't get it either, because I certainly would
Like,
not.
has a DNA test been performed? Because that could be anybody's baby.
Exactly. Yeah, because she
Mm.
kind of doesn't look well.
Kim, don't do
It's a
it.
baby.
No,
The babies look like
don't pull no more.
That's
Don't
true.
pull
We
no more.
can't do
Look
that.
at that baby's face. Look at that baby's face.
That is true. Okay. I know, because I speak on that a lot, so I'm going to shut up about that part.
Sending his stepsister to be with his other sister would have made sense.
He's not even in London. What are you talking about? How is he going to get like what?
Even better.
But it's not like he has time to just be like, hey, let me take some time off, guys.
Apparently
he is not integral to the whole plan.
He's not.
He's
So he
just
has
there
plenty of
for
time.
moral support.
And
Like,
you go
and then they'll be like, hey, what do you carry in your hands? Oh, nothing. And he's just like running away with the little thing.
The same man has shot up like a whole butcher shop. Like he's fine. Like he could have took the baby back and checked on his sister and his niece just to make sure that they're still alive.
No joke.
Say, hey, your brother's alive, which still has
no joke.
Exactly.
But his mother even knows where him and his daughter was. Remember, so of course he's going to. I would imagine if the baby goes missing, what's the one place I'm going to try? I was like, oh, where would you hide it? Oh yeah, your sister who has a kid as well.
She's I'm just saying, like, she don't need to be here while we're trying to fight other gangs.
No, she's trying to get the baby away from his mother and try to essentially, I guess, kind of make sure that the baby doesn't get killed by the mother.
Apparently, the sister don't like the mom.
Yeah, the sister doesn't talk to the mom, so
that makes even more sense.
I feel like
his mom knows where that baby would be.
And she still has
you send troops to take the baby.
She might. I don't know. If you're talking about $500 million, and then you know how that. Well, I guess the courts don't know necessarily that he's the heir or whatnot. Like, how the heirs go. You've seen enough like Disney movies and Game of Thrones to know when an heir is born, we must kill that thing or like get the kid or that consists of some sort of money.
It's okay, Chris. It's all right.
It's game.
No, most of the money, and then they got 500 million.
She ain't got no money. Remember, she was checking on that money.
Okay, why is nobody realize? Anyone has acknowledged that Asif is the real problem? That Koba is
he is.
Like I'm saying the show. Had they been like, I know we're trying to go after Koba, he's doing, but like we need to go after Asif. Because like he's like when he falls, like Koba goes too. Like I'm like they seem to be going after like the low level people instead of going after.
Lally's always been trying to go after him. You know what I mean?
Well,
Lally, that was.
Well, I mean, but that's a whole other reason. I mean, she got a whole other reason. I'm saying, but that is the plan ever going to be? We need to go after the leader. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't the lawyer say something about Asif to Shannon?
Yes,
he said something, right? He said.
He said I talked to Asif about it. I can't talk to you or something. But she
something like that.
And fucking Super Assassin didn't go, why is Asif involved in this? Like, hey, I should tell someone. Hey, Marion, I was told that the reason we couldn't get all the money because Asif is involved. Like she failed to pass on that information.
It may happen next episode. See, I haven't. And what I decided to do was I didn't want to go over. I said, I'm sticking with you, Dave. I'm going to go ahead and watch it.
Teacher's pet.
Oh, no, you're very kind. I was watching Stacey's face when you were like, I wish so-and-so is going to make it. And so Stacey was making faces. I was like, oh, shit.
Yo, every single time I've been looking down because y'all try to get on. Y'all kept getting on me about my faces last week. So every time y'all say something, I'm looking down.
No,
Put my
no,
glasses on so y'all
he
won't
was
be
like,
blaming me.
Ed, I don't know about Ed. He's still going. I was like, he's always there. And Stacey was like, I was like, Ed, Ed probably ain't gonna
Here
make
we
it.
go.
I was like, Ed ain't gonna make it. I got a feeling.
Well, I feel like Ed
I
is
was
not going to make it.
Stacey's like,
I genuinely feel like Ed's days are numbered for sure. But he did escape death, I would say 3 times, right?
Yeah,
Well, 3
he's
times already.
yeah,
So
yeah.
eventually he is going to have to die. And I think Shannon is just going to slip in there
That's all.
and take over for her dad, right?
That's what I'm
We know
thinking,
that
right?
already.
If they got a backup, like then she can be the next gen, right? And I was like,
Yes.
so
And then Danny will he's going to get, trained on how to do everything else too.
oh, Danny?
Yes.
He's
Unfortunate,
Me,
but
Tariq.
yes, another mini Tariq. That's it.
Teach me the motherfucking game, mama. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. I was. Yeah, the assassin thing was okay. Shannon's doing too much. I need more backstory. I need to be like, hey, she was about that life before Danny was born. Something just to justify.
I mean, she killed a baby daddy. You just gonna just say that.
Exactly.
I mean, so this I was like, it was hurting me, man. It was hurting me. So
she comes from a gangster family, right? But I think that Ed didn't want her out there like that, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so I think that, but I don't think that she's not gangster. I think that it's in her, but Ed has never really let her explore it, and now she's exploring it.
But she's acting too professional. I mean, she had the fucking silencer and everything. Neither one of them wore gloves.
Well, I'm sure Ed taught her, and so did Alex. I mean, why wouldn't you teach your sister how to protect herself?
Why would you be like, in the case you have to go murder someone? Like, I mean, I
was
don't know.
about to
Because they're
say-
gangsters.
That's not the
not on no silencer thing. I mean, okay, fine.
Well, silencer is different.
No, knowing how to shoot, absolutely. You're right. Okay, I give you this.
But if you're gonna shoot somebody, why not make it quiet?
But I highly doubt they made her shoot a bucket. Like, okay, like they didn't have her shoot a bucket with a head in it.
Like so,
I don't think she was doing that.
I don't see that. I don't see that. But the way she's acting, like she would have been like, "Where's the next bucket?"
I mean, she did go
Yeah,
to
where's
prison
the-
for like a week, so maybe she.
He's like, I shoot all these buckets like I'm in a carnival. Let's go.
And she was in jail. We don't know what she learned in jail.
Oh yeah, she
I don't
probably shanked a bitch.
I mean,
right.
maybe she sang stuff for people.
Yeah.
Maybe she got a girlfriend. I mean, I don't know. But
Yeah. She made cool with Sally. So
Yeah.
I was like, so.
Kill it, Sally. Kill it.
Oh my bad. I
Hello,
was like,
Netflix.
okay, that's another thing. I'm sorry.
Never mind,
Thank
let's
you. If you would say they wrestled, that would have been something. I would have been like,
For 300, only
She definitely
bucks
lost.
an hour, maybe.
oh yeah, she would definitely play. But with that video will be tomorrow. But anyway, so we got more Sharon and this her love-hate relationship coming for no damn reason. I was hoping to get another love interest or something. So we can Elliot. I was hoping Elliot get another
No,
love.
Elliot too
please
fucked up,
no.
man.
You don't
No.
need another love
What
interest.
type of love interest? What other love interest would you get with him being all
Just not Sharon.
messed up in the head?
I give no
No,
fucks.
he
Just not
needs to
Sharon.
get his daddy and get the hell on.
Yes.
Yeah. Also. So I mean, just and I was just hoping like I just don't. I'm like
Once he go to Panama, he can get him a Panamanian woman.
Yep.
Oh, I have a question for all of y'all. Okay, so the guy that was about to torture Elliot in like episode, I can't even remember. Yeah, the black guy. Who the hell does he work for? Because obviously he's not working for the investors. Who does he work for?
It's like
No,
the
Spencer.
British version of Homeland Security or something.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, when they were having that meeting in the train, in this episode, I was like, what? I thought he was part of the investor thing.
No.
But
He's sitting there watching the city blow up, and he's like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a whole. And how is it the investors don't know that one of their operatives is working for the
Both
government?
sides.
They seem to be tracking this dude like up his ass. I mean, they'd be like you. So how do you not know that? Also, Stacey, to the Oval reference, when a white woman showed up and was like, "Hey, the witness filed the police report, but we got rid of the witness and the police report." I was like, I seen this before. I was like, this is that bullshit. But I was like, but again, they got that kind of pull and surveillance, but you don't know that your fucking operative is having secret meetings with a government official. The same one that was torturing him like a year ago. I'm like, that seems kind of bit suspicious. Also, you never seen him actually, and maybe just because we're certain points of view, you haven't seen Spencer. I think Spencer's his name. You haven't seen him talk to any actually other government officials. So we're only taking like his
was a
word
whole
for it.
room full of them.
He was there, but I mean, but then the lady that came in that gave Elliot the secret message from the investors, right? Like, I mean, she apparently worked there too. I mean, I was like, so
when they were interrogating Sean, they had the guy there, and he was behind the glass.
Oh, see, that's right.
Thing.
But
And then he came in. So
all right.
there were other government people.
I thought maybe
Assuming that these are government people, they could have been other faction.
It could be some other faction that we don't know. I was like, so we just assume that these are government people. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, they want the investors gone too. But like, to what end? Like what are they trying to achieve with getting the investors out the way? Maybe they're trying to make room for their own stuff. Don't know. Also,
Sharon put somebody they control in position.
Yeah.
Also, Sharon's super assassin didn't notice.
Are you wearing eyebrows?
Huh?
I'm looking at Chris's eyebrows.
It's like he has. Do you have a filter on right now?
What are you talking about?
It looks like your lips are cherry red, or like you have a skull cap on.
Yeah, like he dyed his hair and his eyebrows.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Did you dye your
Okay,
hair?
something's going on. Something's happening with Chris.
Which filter is that?
Don.
Are you filtering yourself for real?
That's a Cisco filter? Let's see.
Is there a Cisco filter?
Wow.
Is your lips really rosy now? Like, anyway, my question is, why did Sharon notice that said lawyer's hand was all fucked up to be like, maybe that's a sign? Like, because remember, he got his hand sliced open. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
I didn't even notice his hand was messed up.
Huh?
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I was like, cause like, isn't that the same dude? I was like, oh yeah, his fucking hand is like, how are you even there? Like,
arm sling. He got the arm sling. You saw that?
I was like, I was upset to be like, she don't know. Like, maybe something wrong with this dude. Anyway, and then Miriam knew that the guy was about to get out of town, but she didn't know that he got messed up by by Asif, but she didn't know that. Because I thought she was supposed to be meeting him anyway. I thought that was a scheduled meeting. So I'm like, how did she know or not know what was going on with him? That would be like, hey, Asif got to the money.
And was killing him part of the plan? Like, if you can't get the money, then just kill him? Like, you still don't have the money.
They got the money. I thought they got the money. She killed him anyway.
How did they get the money?
Well, because he had the 500 million pounds. They must have got the money. They must have got the money, I think. Because they off camera, she must have got them to transfer the money and then killed them. They
didn't confirm that. Because I didn't.
But even with the conversation, it wasn't. Why did you kill him? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, okay, back it up. Why was Elliot there to kill him?
And why was Elliot there?
Yeah, why did they leave that secretary alive?
Well, again,
Elliot and Shannon should have shot her in the face.
Shannon wanted to shoot him, but Elliot was like, no, that's not okay. I'm like, that'll make
and Elliot was there because Asif sent him there.
That's right. Asif sent him there to stop the money.
Yes.
So even to make sure he can get the rest of the money.
Yeah. Something tells me that Elliot was going to probably rethink even necessarily pulling the trigger on him. Probably maybe threaten him and tell him stop what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And here goes Shannon just pulled the damn trigger, just like, what? So, I mean, I think that's what we saw. Elliot, I don't think was there to necessarily kill him, even though that's what Asif probably wanted him to do.
Mm-hmm.
Or find out where the rest of the money was. Because I don't think he's being honest anyway. So maybe, I mean, similar with Shannon.
There should have been a scene where they hold the gun to the secretary's head and say, after she shot the lawyer, right after Shannon shot the lawyer, and it made her transfer the money to them, and then we would have known what happened. And you shoot her in the face.
I mean, I think the lawyer transferred the money, or that would have been a whole conversation. Like, did you get the money?
But it had to be off camera because we didn't hear it, see it, or anything.
It was off camera, but it should have been acknowledged on camera. Like next time Shannon talked to Marion, it should have been like, "Hey, we got the money, so at least we got some of it." Like that, to your point, so we could, it didn't make any sense. We didn't see that.
Anyway. Or text it, like.
Or
send a text or something. Yeah.
right, like we're good. Let me shoot this dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did he try to fight her and she had to defend herself, or was she just like I'm that hardcore bitch and I'm gonna shoot this dude?
No, Shannon is a hothead though. Sorry, Stacey.
What's up, Stacey?
He only got one good hand, so how are you gonna fight somebody? All she have to do is be like, "Ugh."
Also true. I was like, maybe she's
But
about
she could have pressed it, just pressed into that cut.
That would have been a good scene. That would have been a good scene, actually, to be like, I can't tell you. And he's like, what? And then so she tortures the hand to find out about Asif, what Asif did. And then now Shannon knows what happened to the rest of the money. And then she tells Marion to be like, oh shit, Asif got our money. And then now Asif is on the list. He should have been on the list of their next target. Like that would have been something to kind of tie this stuff together. All right. Rewrite. Okay. I'm done. We'll see where the season goes. Stacey, anything else?
Nothing I can say.
And I appreciate that. Your eyes say it all. Ed is not going to make it based on Stacey's eyes. Okay. Your face did.
It's not only Stacey's eyes. It's just kind of common.
There's a lot of people that ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, at this point,
I don't know if Ed is one of them or not. I don't know.
When she was talking about Ed, you made faces.
I'm always making faces. That doesn't mean Ed is dead.
We'll see.
He just fat.
Huh?
Just fat.
All right. He just fat and likes the waddle. Kim, anything else?
No, I just want Sean to continue on with what he's doing. And I need Ed to go ahead and go. Like, dude, you're a little old now. Are you gonna beat death a fourth time? I don't think so. I think it's time to go ahead and, go to that old trail. Yeah, just go down that trail. Luan, I don't want to die, but I do want him to have some type of revenge. I think he will die, but I want his family to be safe. Like I hope his family, I hope what he does based on what happened is he sends his family, what is he? He's Albanian, right? He sends them to Albania. Like I'm sure Koba could probably get them in Albania, but do something to protect them. You know what I mean? Like get them out of London. That's what I feel. And then he can go ahead and pass, right? Him and Ed should go ahead and follow the rainbow. Just go, right? And then Billy, I love that Billy is now actually in it. Like he went with Sean, pulled him in, and it's like, because I'd rather see him fight with his brother than see him laying on a couch shooting up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really bored of that. I'm like, you're just showing how weak you are, and you're the older brother, right? So, but Sean loves him anyway. But anyway, so, and Marianne, I think her days are numbered too. I think it'll be time for her to go eventually. Maybe last episode or something. She's gonna go. Not that I didn't like Marianne, I like her. But I think she needs to go too. Like all the elders, in my opinion. But Koba, I can't.
Ages.
Yeah, it is. But Koba, whew, I just need him to be tortured. Torture him first, then kill him. And then I'll be happy. Okay, that's it. Rant over.
Rosy Lips. What you got?
You said Rosie Chris?
I said Rosy Lips. Because your lips is red as your shirt right now.
This show's been awesome. This entire first season and second season. So I got nothing else to say other than stay tuned.
Well, in that case, we'll see you guys next week and see what happens. I don't know what Chris is doing, but we're gonna let that go. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. You can like on the video, comment on the video, share the video. Thanks everyone for liking. I see 2 likes. Appreciate that. We will see you again next week. I don't know. Ignore it. It will go away. But wait, stay with us. We're going to talk about another show. Let the Right One In, which also finally had some action. We're going to talk about positives, and then we're going to talk about positives, and then we're going to talk about the rest of it. But anyway, thank you guys very much. Stacey, we will see you at some point. Are you going to do Riches?
I watched the first episode. We'll see.
All right, so I have my feelings, but
Are they 30-minute episodes or what?
No, they're hour episodes.
Okay.
It's 6. Yeah, I think that's the whole season because I doubt they would do that and then start trying to do weekly. So I think that's probably the whole season. So that's why I was like, we just knock this thing out and be done with it. So that's why I do it also later tomorrow to give us time to watch it all because that's a lot of TV. So I started right now. It's again, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Anyway, so we'll see you then. If not, and I will see you for Ruthless and The Oval. Because Ruthless starts on Friday. And we got The Oval. So Tyler Perry is with us. And we're gonna say goodbye to Let the Right One In next week. Also there's another all-black show. I seen you. It's probably anyway. I'll send it to you. That's
back in the day when somebody used to say, "Yo, it's an all-black show," you used to be like, "Yes," like watching Rock or like Good Times. Now it's just more like, "Oh God, what kind of buffoonery are you gonna put in this one?" Like,
exactly.
That's what it is.
We know no bounds as long as we do it to ourselves.
I blame Babs. Babs started this. After Babs, even though the movie's classic, Babs came out and then like Soul Plane happened because of that. You know what I mean? Like,
what about I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? And what was the other one? And
it was Babs. So
was Babs.
I mean,
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker was a parody or whatever, but I would not put it on the same category.
That's not the same category. So was Babs.
Was it?
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it actually was.
I never took it like that.
That was no parody. That was them just being ratchet. They weren't being the parody of themselves.
So so you stop in the sense of parody of a movie or something. You're saying like I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, and there was like a parody, like
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Like I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker is Keen Ivory Wayans, the same guy who did Scary Movie. Like no one watched a Scary Movie, but like, oh, that was a funny scary movie. Like no, it was a parody. Like he's the same one who did I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. They weren't like actually meant to be like actual like these are like the actual black classic blaxploitation type stuff.
So you think Babs was?
Huh?
Babs. Anyway.
No. I was saying I'm saying I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker was just supposed to be just a parody of black films, of black excellence and black exploitation. Babs was the beginning of let's put whatever stereotype y'all got about black people, we're gonna put that in this. And that's what started all this mess. Then next thing you know, we get Medea, and then like Big Mama's House, and then like everything else. So like it was a wrap after that. Thank you, Hallie, and whatever that other black woman was who only did one other thing after that. Probably fell off the face.
She did Eve show.
Yeah. Huh?
She did the Eve show.
Oh, she did the Eve show.
And I'm sure she probably played the same character too, I bet.
No, she didn't actually. She was the opposite. She was the opposite.
See,
yeah. But she had much. You know what? That was actually around the same time Hallie's career started falling off too. He had to get naked in order to get an Oscar after that. Damn, that's true. Damn.
Okay, I'm hanging up.